What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got kind of a different video for you today. Kind of wanted to do something new, something different. Got some inspiration from a few different people for this one, so not really anything new to the community, I guess, other than the fact that it's my opinion, right? But definitely new for the channel, so I'm trying to start a series. Going to try to do it once a week on Sundays. Is what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna call it, you guys probably already know from the title, right? I think I'm gonna call it On the Edge. I'm not sure. But it's gonna be kind of like my ramblings, TKE's ramblings. Maybe I'll call it that. On the Edge, something like that. I think of a title for it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to pick a different topic every week. This week, the first one is kind of gonna be a little bit different because kind of reaching out to you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think would be a good topic, what you would like to know my take on, and you know, just kind of let me know your opinion of it in the comments there. I'm sure, being as how this is like an opinion based video, I guess I'm gonna have a lot of people disagreeing with me. That's fine too, you know. I mean, if we don't disagree, then I don't know what we're doing. You know, I mean, not everybody's the same. Be a boring ass world if that was the case. Before I get into it, into whatever this is about to be anyway, hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe right down there if you want more of it. So, without further ado, usually I go into specs and stuff like that during this point in time. But this one, I thought maybe a good opening topic would be kind of like Chinese knives versus American knives versus other knives. I don't know. So, been a lot of talking to the community that I've heard lately, and not even lately, since forever, since I've been in the community, a few years I've been in it anyway, about kind of like the rise of Chinese knives. How a lot of people say that Chinese knives are superior to American knives. You know, that's strictly opinion, I think, but there is some factual basis in everyone's opinion, I would like to think anyway. So let's kind of explore that. So on the right here, I've got a bunch of American made knives. This is the KnivesShipFree 8020S. This is the Mixed Strider SNG. This is the Hinder Knives XM18. This is the Spyderco Knives Shaman. On the left here, I have got some higher value, I guess, Chinese knives. This one I'm going to talk about in a second. This is a Sparrow Knives Strix. All right, that's an OEM job. This is the Kizer Phoenix. This one is the Vosteed Psyop. That's the WE-XL. In the middle, kind of, is a border between the two, right? Hypothetical border, I guess, is a Taiwanese made knife. This is the DLT Knives 8020.5. Taiwanese made version, smaller version of the 8020 is the 8020.5. So, on the bottom, these two are on the bottom. This is a Vosteed Acorn top liner lock, and that is the infamous Ozark Trail 7.5 inch folding knife, the bug out clone, as some people call it, killer, whatever. That's another topic for another video, I guess. But excuse me, a little cough there. But so the difference between the two now, to me, I mean, if I pay $400-500 for a USA made knife versus if I pay $400 or $500 for a Chinese made knife, the difference in quality depends on the brand. Like, it's not specific to one brand versus one brand in particular. Some USA made knives tend to be lackluster, I guess, for the price. Benchmade would be sorry, I had a cough there. But yeah, some knives a little bit lackluster for the price for what you're getting, the materials, and that's understandable, I guess, if you factor in the fact that you know, with 401k and retirement and benefits and all that stuff that a lot of the companies paid their employees that some of the Chinese companies don't, but some of them do. That is understandable, right? So that's something that you could take into account, I guess, whenever you're trying to compare the two. Now, home country manufacturing is a big thing, I think, and I would think anybody in any country would root for their home team, right? So I would always prefer American made over Chinese made. But there's a lot of Chinese made knives that are really, really good. And there's a lot of Chinese made knives that are designed by American designers, like this one, for example, the Sparrow Knives Strix. This is one of my favorite knives. I've handled a good many of knives. I don't know how many, but a good many here in the last year or so that I've had the channel. And this one it's got to be in the top 3, I would say, whether USA made or not. USA made, Canadian made, Taiwanese made, Chinese made, whatever. The Sparrow Knives Strix is a badass knife. It's an awesome knife. It really is a great one. The action's really good on it. Clear the detent there. Just drops super smooth. It's really unique looking. The hardware is awesome. Good grind on the blade. Nice harpoon notch. Sterile everything except for that cool ass mark on the blade from Sparrow Knives. I couldn't think of, the only bad thing I could think about the Strix is that pointy ass glassbreaker style lanyard hole at the end. But other than that, a really super awesome knife, right? This is my point. This one, designed by a guy in the US, Greg Schaub, designed the Sparrow Knives Strix. And what he was trying to do by making production runs through China is he was trying to make enough money to or make some funds to kind of pay for some more machines, get his custom game going, which, you know, the OEM through Bestech, which is who the OEM is, Bestech's Chinese company. He OEM'd a couple of runs through Bestech and came up with a lot of extra cash and also made them available to more people, and was able to kind of support his custom USA only business, right? So you can get a custom USA version of the Strix. So this one runs around $375 whenever they are available, which is pretty rare. They're doing a third run here soon, but they have been really hard to get. It's one of the few OEM knives that has actually went up in value. So from the original base price, right? What they go for in the secondary. So anyway, didn't mean to launch into a tirade about the Strix, but the Strix is a prime example, I think, of if someone says they don't like Chinese knives, like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You know, you don't like Chinese made knives. I would prefer to buy American. Okay, I would too. I would definitely prefer to buy American products. Sorry about that. I was kind of going over here and grabbing something for the video, didn't have it quite in hand. But what is this? Like, where's your cell phone made? Right. So where's it made? Right? Is your cell phone USA made? I mean, this is a Samsung. It's made in China. You got an Apple. Okay, that's made in China. Where are your shoes made? Where are your shorts made? Where's your underwear made? Where is? So how far do you want to go down the USA made only rabbit hole? That's one thing that, you know, that's kind of a beef I got it with people that are only like, I only buy USA made knives. I don't want to buy none of that Chinese shit, you know. Okay, well, that's fine. That's your prerogative. Buy whatever you want. It's your money. I don't care what you buy. But whenever you start downing on stuff that I buy or someone else, that's when it becomes a problem, right? So how fully dedicated, I guess, are you to only having USA made products? I'm sure your milk's probably made in the US, you know, your eggs, if you can afford them right now, your, you know, some of your fruit, maybe, some of it's from probably Latin America, South America, whatever, other than groceries that you've got, how much of that stuff's actually USA made? It's good to support home country manufacturing, don't get me wrong. That's something that I'm all for 100%. But in reality, if you live in America, other than being a like a prepper or someone that lives out in the woods or something like that, you've probably got a Chinese made thing or two somewhere around you. If you're typing in the comment section right now, typing in like an argument with me or whatever, the phone that you're pecking away on right now, it's a Chinese made phone. I guarantee it. I can't think of a single USA made cell phone. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe there's one out there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know. But what I do know is that a lot of the shit that we have here in this country is made by China, like it or not. So that's where we are, and where we are in the world. That's 2025. Now, one thing that I totally disagree with is clones. I don't have any clones. I don't own any clones. I don't like clones. But the definition of a clone, I guess that would be another rambling, probably another rambling video you guys might not want to watch. But my definition of a clone is, a lot of people say, and that's why this is out here. A lot of people say that this is a clone. This is the Ozark Trail Walmart knife, $10 Walmart knife, cheap Chinese ship box. A lot of people, some people have called it. I'm saying I've heard that before. But for what it costs, D2 on the blade, D2 on the blade, axis lock, not axis lock, crossbar lock. Sorry about that. D2 on the blade. Probably a paint that's on the blade there. For what it is and what it costs, this thing is not really that bad. I mean, for $10, for $10, what does a bug out cost? I just saw them on sale earlier today on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I think they were $135, which is the cheapest I've seen them, like, in a long time. Sale's probably going to be over before you know it, and they'll be back up. But what is that? If somebody wanders into Walmart and they want a pocket knife and they buy this, I think they're going to get a good product for their money. Really are. Like, for $10. Now, if this knife was $30, I could argue. Like, I could understand that argument for real. But this is $10. Also, let's see, where's it at? Mr. Eddie gave me this one. This is $5. This is a crossbar lock. Now, this is a no-name steel, surgical steel, probably some kind of shit crap made steel, whatever, but still a functional crossbar locking knife that's not terrible ergonomically for $5. I mean, that's crazy. All right, so I don't know. I guess it depends on where you are in the rabbit hole of knife collecting as to what you prefer. Now, if a lot of people buy a pocket knife, and that's their pocket knife for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Some people have two knives. They've got one that's considered, like, they would say is their nicer knife or whatever, that maybe they spent $30-40 on, and their beater knife that they call it, and they spend $15-20 on, whatever. That's fine. Whatever your price range. No, in my opinion of things, I guess I'm trying to say my take on things is, I don't really judge people for that. If somebody's got Chinese made knives in their collection, that's fine. If they've got all USA made knives, that's badass. There's a lot of great badass USA made knives. I look for this Strider forever. The Strider is a knife, and I really want this one too. This is Rick's Knives knife, but this is the 8020S, all American made, Demco design. Another one that has a smaller variant, the 8020.5, Demco design. This one is made in Taiwan. That's not China. It's pretty damn close. But Taiwan's got a lot different quality, a lot different labor laws, a lot different everything. So, I guess Chinese made knives, I mean, they're here to stay, man. It's a global world, and there's a lot of Chinese made knives that are pretty badass and awesome. This Vosteed Psyop, this thing's awesome. This is a great knife. I think this one runs for, what does a SIOT run for now? 200 or something like that. Let's see, I'm going to look it up real quick because I'm kind of curious. Actually, I should have looked it up before the video, but it's not necessarily the price of the SIOT was something that I was sure that I was going to touch on today. But looking on Vosteed's website, top liner lock SIOT $250, so $250 for a SIOT. Now, this is a Smock originated, the button actuated compression lock. Compression lock patent ended not too long ago, so you've seen a lot more top liner locks floating around. The Vosteed take on the top liner lock, you can see right there, that bar locks the blade in place. When you push the button, it moves that out of the way and the knife goes closed, right? So so I think Vosteed's take on that's awesome. This knife is finished very well. This is skeletonized titanium, very ergonomic, great jimping, really awesome blade shape, good grind on it, LMAX steel, all that for $250. Now, if you were paying for the same thing, USA made, you probably pay $300, maybe a little more than that. If you were getting you know, $325, maybe something like that. If you were getting, if it had the butterfly on it, oh my god. If it had the Benchmade butterfly on it, geez, that'd be like a $600 knife, $600 knife. So it's all relevant, right? It's all what you're looking for. What do you want to spend on what? Everyone's different. So I guess my point to the whole rant and the whole video is Chinese knives can be pretty cool, and American knives are also pretty damn cool. All right, so I think people should respect other people's opinions and their budgets and stuff like this one. This is the Acorn, another top liner lock. Or not the Acorn, the Raccoon, another top liner lock from Vosteed. This one runs at right around $65. Pretty awesome knife, really. I mean, if you this could be the one knife. It really could. This could be the one knife. If you only have one knife to buy, to spend money on, you know, and you were up for spending $65 on a knife, and a lot of people, that's really expensive for a knife, and I definitely understand that. I was definitely one of those people before I got into this crazy ass whatever it is. You guys should watch the Unprofessional Dad. He's a YouTube channel. I watched his video today earlier, and it really inspired me. He's got a lot of cool stuff on there that he mentions, talking about getting into knife collecting, and really great video. A lot of stuff I agree with on there. So anyway, definitely a rabbit hole we can go down, but the Chinese made knives versus American knives, yeah, I would probably prefer, I would lean more towards this side of the fence, where I would prefer USA made knives. I have tried to kind of consolidate my collection as of late, and trying to get less and less you know, $40, $50, $60 of VV, CJRB, stuff like that, and more along the lines of things that are, you know, like this or like this, things with a little bit higher premium value, resale value, whatever you want to call it, kind of getting more of the quality over quantity. But that's not to say that I don't think a lot of Chinese made knives have awesome quality. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my rant today. I think that's all I wanted to say. I don't know. If not, I'll just pick it up next week in the next rant. I think I'm going to name the series On the Edge. That sounds like a good take on it, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate everyone. The community's just been awesome, and definitely something awesome to see. And the way the channel's grown in the last year, it's blown me away, guys, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, day, morning, whenever you're watching this. See y'all on the next one.